Alright. Hey y'all. Alright, this next section, I'm doing a Father's Love Letter. This next section says, this section is a little more complicated. I've already been looking at it so that I could tell you what I found. So this section says, you are not a mistake, for all your days are written in my book. So there's two different things saying here, two different statements here. You were not a mistake, and all your days are written in my book. And that says Psalms 139, 15 through 16. Now, Psalms 139, 15 through 16 says, this is the NLT version. This is Psalms 139, 15 through 16. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion. I was woven together in the dark of the womb. Wait a second. Yeah. You saw me before. Okay, so let me just tell you this first. Okay, so this is an NLT, Psalms 139, 15 through 16. This is a Psalm of David. So this is David speaking. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, and I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. So he's saying that, God formed him in his mother's womb. So it says, you were not a mistake, for all your days are written in my book. And it says on 16, it says, you saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out. So that says that part. So where it says, all your days are written in my book, that says, it doesn't say anything about him not being a mistake. Now, if you do a little research, so we're talking about people here in general, all people in general, even according to Proverbs 16:4, so I just looked up a different reference. The Lord has made everything for its purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. So God has made everything for a purpose. That means that none of us are a mistake. No one is a mistake. So you are not a mistake. So if you look at the Proverbs and the Psalms, so it's that was Proverbs 16:4. Okay? So if you look at both of those references, then you'll see that no one, God does not, God doesn't make mistakes. He made everything for a purpose. And then all of your days are written in my book. So David says all of his days, every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. So God knows what's going to happen. He knows everything. Everything's laid out in his book. He's the master weaver. We've already established this earlier on in this letter. So I'm going to agree with that one. You were not a mistake, for all your days are written in my book. I hope this is helping some of y'all, learn how to study the Bible. At least this is how I study the Bible. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, because I'm not. I have no degree in theology or anything like that. So anyway, I'm just trying to help the best I can. God gave me a verse today, because he knows I'm struggling with this. Like, why are you, I feel like God wants me to do this, but I'm like, why me? And he's been telling me things about, the prophets who were unlearned. So this is my verse for today, Romans 10:14. How then will they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him of whom they have not heard, have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? So I felt like that's God telling me, yes, you're doing the right thing, Rose. Keep going. So I hope I'm helping someone. Anyway, I will see you on the trail. You have a wonderful, beautiful day.